Your back must be freezing.
Thank you, Sister T. Tucking in me back end, she's saying. Oh, she's thinking of her welfare. Good afternoon, folks. Look at this. Look what I found. Look what I found for you. I was heading round the tarn to the observatory, but as I was hot-footing it round, I thought, there's a nice little platform for a movement snack, I thought. Jane did point out, be aware of the fact that the water is here, so hopefully not a true print moment heading your way. I'm hoping the 4G is going to last. I'm glancing at the corner of the camera. I've got 2 bars, hoping it lasts. Needless to say, if I do disappear, not over there. If I disappear over there, Jane, come and get me. If I disappear in a puff of smoke, it's because the 4G's given up the ghost. So yeah, look at that. Look at that. A nice little view, I thought, for movement snacking. But as you can see, what I don't have is a chair. So I could perch on the end and dangle over, I suppose. Not my preference today. So afternoon, Miss P. All right, Doris. I saw someone else there just disappear up the screen. So I'm going to be about here-ish. It's a bit of a strange angle, I know. Rest assured, I've done a Swifty risk assessment, and all is good. We might get some of the locals join us. Ducks, geese, swans, and all of those things. All right, Sue and Super G, come on in, folks. Apologies, I didn't make it for the noon. Is my nose getting redder and redder? Didn't make it for the noon. Apologies. I was on my way here, is what I was doing. It makes me just want to shut up. I'm sure you feel like that too. Oh my goodness! I could just do this. I could just go. But then the movement snack would never get done. So last minute to go. Coots. Is it Coots? On the topic of Coots, Super G, I do like the word dukes. I've adopted it immediately when I saw your message. So I'll be grabbing me dukes for a swim now, and I'm going for a, was it duking? I like that. I've adopted that Scottish word as my own. 5246. It's a nudge. Oh, can you believe it? Just as all the locals come with their 4-legged friends. So I will attempt to do the movement snack here on the, I think it's a fishing platform actually. I don't have a chair. Go for the seated options as you would like, and we'll see how far we get with the 4G. I've got an audience, but we'll see how we go. All right, Miss P and Gillian with a J, and oh dear. All right, let's go. I've got 2 bars on the 4G, and I think I'm okay. Ready, steady. No external support from me today, but do have some close to hand if you would like, to the side or in front or in sit. Pick your position, zip up all your pockets so that your keys don't fall through the holes on this platform, and lift and lengthen even though you get drafts up your gappy bits. Start steady, stay steady. I'm hoping the volume's okay, or I might just shut up. Keep the knees low, extra ankles, feet and toes, extra lift. Lift and open. Use the support if you should like. If you're in a seated position, start with the arms, singles or doubles, bring in the feet as and when you're ready. Just a couple of minutes, folks. Just find your comfortable pace. As you move the arms forward and back, do keep the lift and extend. And then just a couple of minutes on here, increasing the blood flow, getting yourselves ready for some extra moves today, or slightly wider on the bottom end, and then slower and bigger. Apologies for the angle of the dangle, it's all a bit downward for obvious reasons. Let's put in a few shoulder rolls, extra activities, maybe a few toe hinges as well. If you're in a sit position, just into active sit, anchor your feet, anchor your buttocks. Let's move into the sway where we left it yesterday, I think. Here we go. Are we ready? Can I recall? It went like this. I'll give you a slight angle so you can see what's going on. We had float up and down, and then there's a ease and squeeze back, a push forward, a hook round, slide thumbs up comfortably to your armpits, tuck the elbows in and unfurl. The aim is for each movement to flow into the next. Find your comfortable range of motion and pace. The aim is to go slower. End of sequence. As you find your own flow on there, just find your own rise and fall as well. So consider it knee control, your supporting parts, just giving a bit of a sink and a bit of an extend. You kind of natural suspension. Just go with what you feel feels natural for you. So, for example, it could be a float arm with a small knee bend. Come up to stand. There's the squeeze. There's the push. There's the pull. There's the lift, and there's the unfurl. So just a little bit of a rise and fall as you go on there, and then you can start to add in some bigger leg moves if you would like. For example, knee bend. There's the shoulder blade squeeze. You could go for a push and a hook back. Fingertips up the side of the trunk and unfurl. If you prefer to go single arms, you can. So you could go float up, single back, add some extra trunk turn, push forward, scoop around, fingertip, up the trunk and unfurl. So you could go singles if that feels better for you. And you can add some extra diagonal moves on there if you would like. One more flurry on doubles, folks, and then we'll go into the stretches. So there's the float up, the ease back, the push forward, scoop, fingertips, tuck in and unfurl. How's that? Oh, my fingertips, my digits are freezing. Some stretchier positions. Here we go. Hands to buttocks, have a squeeze there, lift and open. If I come a little bit closer, lift and squeeze, sit or stand, you choose. Take that stretch and then a release, a switch off as significant as the switch on. So lift and extend, ease the hands back. Stretching here, this position is going to help with, goes without saying, opening the chest is going to help with upright postures. You've got activity in your shoulder blades and upper back as well. So balance and all our movements will benefit from that one. What's going on here? Maddie, afternoon. Okay, back of arm stretch, couple of rehearsals. Reaching for the back of your at. Tucking in those bits. Or side of the head or back of the head. Have a reach up, back and down. So just a couple of preparations before you go into the stretch if you would like. And the stretch is just a moment of pausing in that outer range position for you. If you're in stand, take a wider base of support, have some support as well if you want to on the side. There's the reach, take a base there, take a support, sorry, and slowly in. Whatever is your comfortable landing point is the right place to hold and pause that for a stretch if you would like. Slowly in, slowly out. If you're not comfortable to take the pause or the hold, just move in and move out. So the aim is to move into slightly bigger ranges of motion than your day has already asked of you or invited of you. Okay, third stretch of your position is the side of the trunk. So you've done the chest, done the back of the arm. This one here is about your bending and extending. Couple of options for this. You could go through a straight arm position, a reach and then a bend. You could go a supported arm position, a raise and then a bend. Or you could do no arms at all, lift and extend. It's like a rib lift more than a bend actually. So it could be just to here, drawing the tummy muscles in as well, and it's just lifting. You're increasing the distance between your hip and your rib, slowly in and slowly out. Other options could be a straight arm position, so go forwards, 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 take the reach and then down. So building movement and flexibility around the trunk is significant in all postures, in sitting, in standing and in lying. If you think about all the mobility and movement required to turn over in bed or get comfortable, all of that is your trunky stuff. Leg stretches. Now I don't have a chair to hand. Ooh, I just spotted a huge bench over there, but I think it might take a while for me to set up the angle of the dangle. So I'm going to go for a standing back of thigh stretch and hoping that you grasp and recall the seated option. So in stand, folks, with support, if you want to go for the stand, it's a step forward and then it's that same hinge position here. It's a hinge back, have support, hands on the legs here. That's the feeling of stretch. Keep the gaze down and neutral, so there's no movement in the neck at all. If you're in a sit position, imagine I'm in a chair here. Imagine I'm in a visible chair. The leg goes out, relax the foot, it's a lift and hinge. There's your seated option. That I'll put an invisible chair there. And that position in seated is actually the same in stand. It's just that in stand, your legs are supporting the body, not the chair. The feeling of stretch is in the back of the thighs here. Slowly in and slowly out. You've still got loads of activity going on through the trunk here. It's a hinge. If I go in my invisible chair again, there's the leg out position, the foot down, lift and extend and hinge, and there is the stretch on the back of the thigh. Keep the gaze here, that'll be comfortable, more comfortable for the neck. Relax the foot, slowly in and slowly out. There's your back of thigh stretches. Best done when the muscles are warm. Great to do if you've been active on your feet out and about for a walk or added in some circulation boosting. So stretchier positions best done with some warmth, with some extra blood flow going on. Calf stretch then. In stand, have some support. I am aware of the water there. There's the ball of the foot in position, and then lower, 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 lower the heel. There's the lift and extend. Here you get stretch in two parts, the hip here and the calf there. Lift and press. If you fancied, you could take a slow raise and a lower, and you could take that with the arm sequence for the sway. If you're comfortable with that external support, you might want to hold the stretch and go for the sway again. Or you might want to take it with a heel up and back and heel up and back and heel up and down. provided it's slow and you feel control. There's any number of combinations. Just do what feels good for you. Obviously the same on the other side, or you might just go for the classic back step and down here. Do get extra extend, got all that stretch in the front of the hip. And if you're in a seated position, if I sit on my invisible chair here, the leg goes out, the seated calf stretch is the foot coming up, and then release slowly in, slowly out, if you're sat in a chair. Okay, how's that? Who's come in to say hello? Glasses on. Gloves is in. All right, that's it here. Am I going to get any fireworks today? No fireworks. Who needs fireworks when you've got this? I'm on the 8 AM, my fast 8 AM tomorrow morning. Kels is flying to Glasgow, so I'm going to collect her at some point. So I still haven't yet worked out when or where the ATM is going to be. So I'm gonna shut up. I'll say I'll see you tomorrow at some point, and I'll leave it